Hey, it's your girl Kay from Q, and I want to welcome you to my channel if you're new. I want to welcome you back to my channel if you're a returning subscriber. Here on Crafting with Q, we discuss all things tips and tools for small business owners and all things DIY. So today we're going to make budget-friendly baby blocks. Yay! Who loves to save money? I do. So these baby blocks are super cheap, and I'm excited to show you. You're going to need Dollar Tree wrapping paper, gift wrap, straight from the Dollar Tree. I can't remember if you can do 1 block per wrapping paper or 2, but we're about to see. And that'll tell you how many, depending on how many letters you do, will tell you how many wrapping papers you'll need if we need 1 block per wrapping roll, or we can make 2 blocks per wrapping roll. Our boxes are free from USPS, United States Postal Service. I got these in the actual post office, but they say USPS.com, so if you don't have them in your local post office, you may be able to go online and order them. What I like about this is the box was free. The boxes are all going to be the same size, and they already have the tape on here for you. So you won't need tape for your boxes. You will only need tape to wrap the wrapping paper around your boxes. So I'm going to do my son's name. His name is King. So King. I needed 4 boxes. So I have 4 rows just in case just in case it's 1 box per roll. And if it's 2, then I'll have 2 rows left over. I printed my letters for free from Woo Junior Kids Activities. So, woojunior.com. I'll post the link below. So woojunior.com prints these perfect size bubble letters that will fit perfectly on your baby block. If you have a Cricut, of course, you can choose a different font or a different style of lettering to cut on your Cricut and then put it on. But for those of you who don't own a Cricut, I did it this way. And then you're going to need 4 sheets of construction paper to cut your letters on, to be able to cut your letters out. So first thing we want to do is close our boxes using this free tape. How amazing is that?
Cute, crafting unique treats every day. Whatever you need, you can get cute with K. Cute.
Opened up your roll. You want to keep it flat. Carpet's probably not the best way to do this, but it'll all work out in the end. You may want to be on a super flat surface like a table. We want to potentially pretend that we are wrapping this box. So we want to measure as if we're wrapping the whole thing. And this will meet up about right here. So I want to basically make the mark with my finger and using the line on the back so that we can make sure it's even. You want to stay along that line that you've marked with your finger. So this is very important, how you wrap your box. So since you're going to be stacking your boxes, I'm sure are going to be stacking your boxes one on top of each other. So when you wrap your boxes, you want to make sure that the closures are top and bottom so that those are hitting and they're not showing on the side. I, however, am not using this for an event. I'm doing a DIY in my son's room, and it's going to be a shoe stand for him. So my boxes are going to go next to each other. So I want my closures to be on the side, because when I adhere the boxes together, I'll put the glue on the sides so that you can't see where I closed the boxes at the top, which is what will be showing in his room. So let's get into it. It's very, 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 very important that you don't put a bunch of wrinkles in it either, because that just doesn't look good. Make sure you have your tape handy. See how important it is to mark it with your finger, because it closes perfectly. You see no brown box. And then I should have put it closer to the edge so that all this excess paper wasn't here. Sorry. Bad on my behalf. I would recommend putting it closer to the edge so that you only have to cut one side and not two. Okay. And when you bring the paper in, you want to make sure that it's tight, so the box is secure in here. And you're gonna do, if it keeps coming up, for showing purposes, I usually can hold that, but for showing purposes, I'm gonna put a piece of tape there. You wanna make sure that it's tight from edge to edge so that it is super, super, super flat. I'll just make sure this is one of the inside boxes so we don't see this at all, that it's not even. But I would recommend, as I stated before, when we did our first cut on the paper, that you use the line so that it's even. See, because now we got brown box showing, and that's not cool. But for time's sake, I did it that way. But make sure that you don't. So there's our block. But you're gonna make sure that it looks better than that. But remember, I'm gonna have my block like this, so it'll be good up there. So now we should be able to get one more block done. So if you were making the baby blocks, they would be up and down, and you just put them to whatever angle you choose to make them look like blocks. But like I said, I'm doing a DIY for my son's room, and I'm going to need them to be this way. Okay, so last but not least, we want to cut our letters. So to cut our letters, you simply want to put the letter you're cutting on top of the construction paper and just cut the letter.